Football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. And this isn't even going to be close, partner. The opening kickoff fails to reach the landing zone, so they're going to have to defend from the 40 to begin this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Great, set.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And that's going to be batted away, incomplete, so pretty ho-hum way to wrap up our 1st quarter. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And the Saints will get set to take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Back to the well again. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go.
From the 36. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Ready. Here we go. Set.
Back to throw. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. From the red zone now. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Dump off caught by his back. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. Running for it again. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
No touch that.
Now it's a bootleg for him. Buying some time right. He can run it.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Great, set. No touch that.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a 1st down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From midfield now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this kick works out pretty well for him. It's blown dead at the 12. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Great, set. No, done, set. No, done.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
No, done.
They go to Barkley again. Finding room at the 30. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
No, done, set. No, done.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Great, set. No, done.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the...
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Saints are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Okay, Brock, now back to... where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back for the start of the second. Saints have the ball and a chance at 6.
Let's go. 69.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Here we go. Second.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. That's a situation where you got to know on first down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the first row.
65.
Another try following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So now, here's third and goal. Looking for a throw here. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's fourth down. Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And he mishit this. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Great, set. Hey, 73.
Throwing here, Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down, a run with Barkley. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Now Barkley. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Third and 4 coming up now. Blown back gets the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The kick by Hopkins is good, and that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 28. Complete out to the right side. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the 1st.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 from the 41.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. Throwing from the gun here. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
From the 38. He's going deep. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get two hands on it and take it the other way.
This is the snap that's going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. To the air, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's the 2-minute warning now from the length. The Saints driving ahead.
19 tight. 79 Bronco.
Throwing now on 1st down. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys. I'm going to get to this QB. You promise, you deliver, and that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
It's caught left side by Mitchell. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him.
Let's go.
First down from the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Second and 10 now. It's a New Orleans touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints double their lead to 14. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Great, set. Delta.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Launches one deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Philadelphia. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They're going play action. And almost immediately, he just chucks it away. Not sure what he was thinking there, and unsurprisingly, yep, here comes that flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. We send a man in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Throw left side, complete. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10 from the 41. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And their creativity not rewarded. He's only able to get this back to the line. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
19 Lions.
Here's a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
He's going to throw this one. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Cooper to Jean in to pick it up. And the Eagles might be able to get some points late after the interception. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, You have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
And they get this down to the 28. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. He cashed his first attempt, his second now from 45. The kick by Hopkins is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock Martin, the touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Returning it from the 4. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Has this at the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
They've got first down from the 31. Now a give left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Throwing off the play fake here. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Right up the gut. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They're throwing it. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Look into the air here. get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down.
Left game 19. Check off.
Trying again, following the sack. Hits him on the in route. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Shotgun now on third down. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
No touch, no touch.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Great, set. No touch.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Great, set. No touch.
You're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
Great, set. No touch.
2nd and 8. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 46.
No touch.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
No touch. No touch.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
It's first downs like that, Kate, just with the toughness of these receivers, that I can't help but think about some old school dudes. These playbooks have evolved so much in the NFL. Can you imagine some of the physical receivers back in the day and how badly they would have loved to play into systems like this and just find a way time and again to put the ball in their hands?
Fights across for the touchdown. The Eagles grab the lead on their first series of the half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. Simple dive up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He'll throw again on 2nd down. Brought in right side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. And they're going for this. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Great, set.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Carl Granderson in on the tackle. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Second and 6 coming up here. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Here's Saquon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's second and 11. Able to get it to Barkley. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Third and a lone yard coming up. They run it with Saquon. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for first and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. On the play fake, it's Hurts. This throw is caught. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. And the Birds bring out the nickel look. Third down coming up. Pass play now. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's on the move. And he can't do it himself. He's stopped behind the line. We've got a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
I'll try again with Barkley. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles put up even more points in a win. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles make it a 24-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And look at this return. Races past midfield. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those block.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Through the defense he goes, room to burn. He's at midfield. 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So the 2-point call does end up yielding 2 points, but it's definitely not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
No, I don't think it's the first thing on the audience mind as they get ready to run it, but it's definitely on the defensive mind to make up for the touchdown they just gave up. They're looking for opportunities to affect the score, and this time they were able to.
Take him down right around the 41. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
No touch.
Running left, this is Barkley. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
No touch.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Juke the defender. Continuing to dig, he's inside the 25. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Eagles keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, check. Check, Bobcats. Head the street. Rock on leading.
Setting up a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Another try following the sack. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Here he is on third and long. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Pass play coming here. Fits it through the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
Back 60.
He'll throw it yet again. Trying to push it deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be second down.
Let's go now.
Still sticking with the passing game. Hits his running back. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.